Hi everyone, this is Kishore Mohan and welcome to my YouTube channel. So first of all, wish you a fantastic, fantabulous, happy New Year 2023. So we all have investment plans, right, for this year. Every new year we make a new investment plan or strategy to increase our wealth. So why not start this year with your brilliant idea or to say thoughts for our investment strategy. So this year, let's start with top 5 investment quotes by Warren Buffett to build our wealth. So Warren Buffett, investment prodigy, investment genius, business prodigy. We all look up to him for business and investment ideas and strategies, right? So this is regarding his quotes. Why do we follow him? All his investment ideas are simple, logical, and very easy to apply. But why he became successful is because of his patience and he understands the ground reality very well. So with these 5 quotes from him and understanding what he meant by those quotes, let's start this investment journey this year with a clear-cut mindset. Let's get into the video. One of my favorite quotes from Warren Buffett is that, and also which I've seen in my experience and history, is that be fearful when the market is greedy and be greedy when the market is fearful. I repeat once again. Be fearful when the market is greedy and be greedy when the market is fearful. Very nice, right? This is basically on the concept of herd mentality. We follow the herd, right? So we don't want to miss out on opportunity. That's what gets us, right? Humans. So when the market goes up or when a particular stock goes up, we don't want to miss that stock. So when it reaches the top, we want to jump into the ride, we want to go in the same boat and get more money. Guess what? That's greed, right? So always be fearful when there's greed in the market. When the stock is zooming out and people are jumping in, that's when you have to be fearful. That is when you have to think your choices whether to go into the market or come out of the market because there's something happening. So, but what can we do? We can be greedy when the market is fearful. And now that you have selected your right stock and you are waiting for all the time just to correct it, just to get a correction out of it, and you see it's coming down. But people, herd mentality, they think it's just falling because it's not a good company. But you know the reality, you have done your homework. So wait for it. When the market is fearful, when it's falling, when you can find the right price, you be greedy and start accumulating the stock. Second one, forecast may tell you a great deal about the forecaster. They tell you nothing about the future. I repeat once again. Forecasts may tell you a great deal about the forecaster. They tell you nothing about the future. See, no investor or no person can predict the future, right? We all know that. If we had predicted the future right every time, we would have been the God, right? So you have to remember nobody can predict the future perfectly and every time. Remember, stock market predictions and forecasts are based on past history of the company or the stock market itself and the current situation. It doesn't give you an exact picture on the future. All you can do is you can predict and forecast, but it's not a guaranteed one. So do not go blindly on the forecast given by some people with coat suit on the TVs and televisions, right? So that's not our intention, not to believe some forecast or predictions, but to do a proper research on the company. So that do not believe on forecast. Take those as a grain or pinch of addition to your addition to your research, but not entirely. Third one of my favorites again. Price is what you pay and value is what you get. Again, price is what you pay and the value is what we get. This is based on this concept of buying the undervalued stocks. We must always buy a stock that is undervalued in the market. Sometimes the stock might have everything right in it, the good promoter, good fundamentals, everything's right, but it wouldn't be recognized in the market by everyone and the price will be less. So buy an undervalued stock. So if you buy undervalued stock, you get a huge value. So the market will pick up and find out this stock very soon. It will take some time, but it will really find out which stock is valuable and the value will come to its point. So always find the undervalued stock and when it hits it and when it goes zoom, you will just see a huge amount of money. That is what buying undervalued stock. Price is what you pay and value is what you get. The fourth one, it is far better to buy a wonderful company at a fair price than to buy a fair company at a wonderful price. I repeat again. It's far better to buy a wonderful company at a fair price than a fair company at a wonderful price. So, This is like a little contrast, or what to say. Many people misunderstand the previous concept of buying undervalued stock. Buy cheap. That's what people think, right? It's not cheap. It's just an undervalued stock. So what this quote says that it's better to buy a wonderful company at a fair price. Imagine this, before we spoke about fair price, but here wonderful company also matters. Many people think, okay, cheap stocks, undervalued stocks, let's buy it, let's become rich in 5 years, 6 years. No, thing is, buying undervalued stock holds good, but you have sometimes it's better to buy a wonderful company at just a fair or decent price. That itself will give you good profit. You cannot find out always an undervalued stock every time in market whenever you buy, but you can always find wonderful companies at fair price most of the times. So that this simple rule will always help you. If you find an undervalued stock which has a good fundamentals, that's best. But you can always find a fair price with of a wonderful company. We all know there's a huge risk involved in stock market. But listen to this quote by Warren Buffett. Risk comes from not knowing what you are doing. Risk comes from not knowing what you are doing. So the real risk is in ignorance. That's what he's saying here. The risk doesn't come because it's risky business or something, because you're entering the business without knowing what is the business. People remember this quote while entering the market, but once when they start to see success, maybe in 1 year, 2 years, or a very short term, they forget this risk matter and they think they can buy anything and make it profitable, and they forget to understand the company or to research of the company, and they think okay, if I put money in this company, I'll get it. I know everything. That's where ignorance comes. Again, risk is not knowing about the company. Ignorance is the risk here. We all saw the 5 quotes, right? Now, the bonus quote. One of my favorites always. I always say this to my friends who wants to invest a long term. The quote is, if you aren't willing to own a stock for 10 years, don't even think about owning it for 10 minutes. Repeat once again. If you aren't willing to own a stock for 10 years, don't even think about owning it for 10 minutes. If you can't own it for 10 minutes, then you made you made a terrible choice, right? So this all depends on why you chose the company, on what basis. If you had chosen a wonderful company with good fundamentals, good price, good promoter and everything, you wouldn't be afraid of 10 minutes or some drop in the price. You would buy more if it drops. So if you can't hold a stock for 10 years, don't hold it for 10 years, or not even 10 minutes, or don't even buy the stock. So remember, long-term game. Long-term game gives you power of compounding, and it shows you how confident you are when you're buying a stock. So that's it, guys. Hope you like the top 5 quotes from Warren Buffett and also a small bonus quote. But yeah, we have to follow this with a lot of dedication and with patience. Not it's because all the methods are simple here, very straightforward. There's nothing much, there's no magic here. All you need is a little patience, and we have to understand the reality and predict the future accordingly, not just believe some random magic moment. So that's it, guys. Have a wonderful year ahead. Hope you have great health and wealth and happiness. Take care. Tata. Bye bye.